It is April 17th, 2024. Let's go over today's trades. Up 1700 on the session. So another great session here. Let's look at Top Step. Beginning of the session here. So we had this kind of overnight that went up and tested this 120 level again. We didn't really touch it for the first hour or so. Um, all of our ideas today were really good. I was really happy with the way our trades kind of went. We started to see this thing wanting to fail down. We had this big 9-day composite below us that we've been really eyeballing. We knew we were going to probably try to revert into previous value. So we got a nice short here. We had targets at 168. So we didn't quite hold our trade. The MFE, this happened at exactly 11. It's interesting how we can get in at 11, but it almost takes about 10 minutes for this thing to start working in our favor. It looks like the MFE for our trade would have been about 30 minutes here. And then we caught a short long from our, this is kind of our target destination area. So we got the long here for 2 contracts. Little like micro scalps. This was at the 50. Yeah, okay. So this was at the we kind of scaled in at weird areas. We scaled in around the point of control. I think. Yeah, around that 9-day point of control, we were scaling in. We felt pretty confident about this trade. It was just a matter of when. And then we kind of finally hit this key level, and we scaled in 2 more contracts. We could have held it a little bit longer, but it was just weird. I didn't feel comfortable holding it. I would have had to hold it a lot longer. This overall trade idea was good, but this would have been the best entry. Let's see, it's 1245. I think the delta, yeah, we had just dipped below 0 finally, and this was a market profile low node here. It was so there was the 9-day composite low was about right here, and then kind of broke down below it, got these stops, and then the market continued higher from there. We had opportunities where we could have gotten in. Here or even here on this pullback when we started to hold above this 58 area. We didn't. We had a nice little short opportunity here, just crossing the top of the value area, this big 9-day profile. Got to the top of it. Nice short idea. This was another short idea area, was this 94 area. We'll review that on the chart. But this is another great idea. And let's see what the MFE would have been. This is about 20-minute trade or so, 20, 30 minutes. And we had long ideas. We were up 1700 on the session, so we're like, this is good. We're just gonna call it there for the day and just lock in that profit. But I mean, we're doing a really good job reading the narrative and finding these really sweet spots where we're gonna have interest. Let's see where we got crazy delta here. I think we just hit 30,000, just right above 30,000. So these are both pretty good entries. 90 and 90 was the previous range's value area low, and then this 95 area, 94, was kind of like our snipe precise entry of a very specific point. That was a it was the edge of a gap, basically. It was like right before the gap started, where we knew the market was eyeballing this, and then we had this exact level, 50, 60. This is where we wanted to hold this short too. It was another great trade idea. So, and this is our exact target, was this 60 level. This is the 9-day. There was a few things here. There was I think developing point of control. No, developing a value area low, and it was the point of control that shifted up to value area low. So it's interesting. I felt some of these shorts felt weird because I think here when I was getting in here, we started to support here, and the developing profile point of control shifted, and that shift because I was trying to hold this trade at the 60 level, and we were kind of eyeballing this. The point of control shifted, and then we suddenly had this surge come in. We did a good job managing risk here. I mean, all of our trade ideas were really good. Maybe we should have just held them a little bit longer. Um, but yeah, we're really starting to find these really nice little groove that we're getting here, and really great trade ideas. So I'm happy with the way things are shaping up. Let's review our actual session here. So we were working on this big 9-day value area. We knew this was going to be very significant for the session. Sure enough, it was. Let's look at the overall. We'll just keep that profile there, I guess. So session open, kind of a big, starting to fail down. We test this 120 area again, which was this half gap. And the market is trying to. It looks like it's trying to squeeze these longs out. It's trying to hold this gap. We might come across it. We might go across it again, and then I think we're going to see this thing continue lower, but we don't really know. This big profile here. Okay, so kind of morning sell-off. We took the short from, where was this? 94. And it was at, oh wait, let me see exactly where this was. 1054. So here, yeah, 1054. We had a long idea here we didn't hold, but this is basically retesting this value area, this major value area high. Found buyers. We had just broken out of, at the time there's also developing value, I believe, was here in this part of the profile. But sold off supported, and then we caught the short here at this 94 level. This 94 level was very significant yesterday because it was the VWAP level and it was also the edge of this gap. Where was it? Yeah, right here on the profile. Maybe we expand this out a little bit. There we go. So 94 was the edge of this gap here. And this is a very important level in yesterday's session. So the fact that we're breaking down below it, kind of coming up and retesting, wanting to sell off and get in. And then my trade idea was really to go to the point of control, maybe the other side of value. But let's see, we scaled out at 81. So I think we just scaled out back at this level, just 1 point of resistance. But of course, it kind of continued to sell off. That was a really phenomenal trade idea, kind of a breakout pullback. And then, let's see, we had some longs. Nice little long at 70. So here, yeah, we got long here at this level. And we just took it to this high node. We scaled out. We got one more long here. And then we had some other long ideas here. I wish we could show the developing profile at the same time because it was interesting. It was interesting how the profile likes to start the second we break into a new value area. So we kind of have this new zone here now. So let's see. We took we had some longs here. We had longs at here. And as we started to sell, we scaled in one position here, second position at the 63 low node, and then we scaled in two more at this 58 level. We had this kind of high node combined with right next to a low node, and also the very bottom of that 9-day composite volume profile. So that's what this trade idea is here. We knew that we were going to get some buyers, and maybe we wanted to see this thing continue higher, but we knew we were going to get some buyers who wanted to exit their shorts at this price. And then yeah, we took another long here, and we did a good job just like kind of reading. Things weren't quite right. We had a really big bullish idea here, but we didn't know quite what it was going to be. And then we had this other, the next profile we have is this one here, which is just a one day value area. But very significant. It's kind of a gap. This profile is kind of a gap, and it's one day, so it's not very strong. But we tested this value, this market profile, low node, and then continued just mega bullish from here. We had some good opportunities to get in maybe here, this breakout pullback, or as we started to break out and hold above. At the time, this was this developing value area low. Good opportunity to get long from here. But we didn't really take those. We were just kind of nervous that the thing was going to want to just continue sell off and maybe get to this area. But when we have a 9-day profile like this, it's so strong. It really just wants to suck those orders right back in. Anyway, moving forward. We had some short ideas here on the retest of the 9-day composite value area high. We got into shorts there. We didn't hold it. We kind of just like got chopped. Well, not chopped. I think we took two small loss. We took one small loss, like $30 here or something. So did a phenomenal job managing risk today. But nice little short, And then we had this. At this point, yeah. So originally developing value area low was like here, and point of control was here at 60. Is where the point of control was. So, and then all of a sudden we started building a lot of value up here. Point of control shifted up to this level at 71. And at that point we were real hesitant. We're like, oh, we don't know what's going to happen here. We're going to stay out of this. And then we got to continue the bullish spike up. We had a really good idea of this. This short idea was really nice. It was 94, that very significant level from yesterday. And also it was the edge of this gap here. So it's kind of the edge of this profile right before this gap started. We knew we were going to get some type of selling pressure here. It looks like we came up and tested pretty much right at that market profile, low value node. So another phenomenal trade idea. And we had targets for this short at this shifted up value area low at 60. And we had long ideas from here. This is where we were. This was our long idea here, was to get long at 60, 58. So, man, we had a phenomenal read on narrative all day. It was great. It's making trading so much easier with these new distinctions we have. It's fucking awesome. Like almost all of our trading ideas today were spot on. Like we had a really great pulse on the market. I'm fucking satisfied with the way everything is going right now. Up 1,700 on the day. I think we're only 1,000 or 1,500 away from passing our combine. So we just have to do a good job managing risk and realize that we can't go in tilt. We have to keep our risk appropriate, and building up the capital with a little bit of trades at the beginning makes a nice difference. But yeah, we've had a really good pulse on everything. I'm really happy with the way things are shaping up. I mean, all of our trade ideas today were fucking spot on. We're just like threading the needle really nice today. I mean, this was awesome. Let's look at the. I kind of want to put delta on this screen, but let's look at the overall environment of both markets here. So really at the beginning of the day, we were getting a lot of price movement with not a lot of with not a lot of volume. So it's like they wanted this thing to come down. They were just like letting these sell contracts just, no one was sitting on the bid. They wanted price to come down, and they didn't want to use a lot of contracts to get there. This long here, we had long ideas like here, here on these tests of this delta neutral, and then we just got this explosion of buying volume, this is the wave we were trying to catch, but we just couldn't quite finagle in there with an area that made a lot of sense to us. This made sense here. It was also, look, it was in conjunction with hitting this low profile node on NQ at the exact same time. I don't think I had this level drawn at the time. So, and we're at minus 5,000 on the delta for NQ as well. So a lot of confluence. I mean, all day. And same thing with his developing profile here. You can see how the market likes to move around it. NQ, let's see where we were on the delta at this peak. Yeah, it was at this 32.5. I think we had some ideas to enter short here, and we didn't really get any. We had that shifting point of control, got that surge of volume, and then I think we got in at, let's see, we got in at 90, so that was right here. We got in, which I think was this the top of this candle here. We got a short in again. Got a little bit of extra volume. I think we scaled in one more here, and then we got the sell off. It was another great trade idea. So, yeah, I'm fucking stoked with how things are looking and how we're progressing, and these new distinctions we have are just a fucking game changer. And we're really fine-tuning our system and approach and risk management, and so we're just going to keep it going. We will call it there for the video.